House Bill 1484 would be the enslavement of undocumented immigrants in Mississippi.
House Bill 1484. This is happening right now, and I'm just going to read it to you so that you don't think that I'm misinterpreting anything in this bill. The offense of trespass by an illegal alien under this section is a felony for which the authorized term of imprisonment is life imprisonment without eligibility for probation, parole, conditional release, or release except by any act of the governor or natural death of such person. With me? The department shall develop and maintain an information system that operates at all times and provides various means to receive and maintain reports of violations of this act. The various means of receiving such reports shall include, but are not unlimited to, a toll-free telephone hotline, email address, and online reporting portal. The department shall periodically publicize the hotline phone number, email address, internet website address, and any other means by which the department may receive such reports. If an illegal alien is arrested and imprisoned under this section as a result of a report to the information system, the person who made the report shall be eligible to receive a reward of $1,000 for providing such report. The department shall develop and implement the Mississippi Illegal Alien Certified Bounty Hunter Program, which is hereby created to certify applicants to the program as certified bounty hunters for purposes of finding and detaining illegal aliens in this state under this section.
Act to create the Mississippi Illegal Alien Certified Bounty Hunter Program. Another part of it is to create the crime of illegal trespass by an illegal alien. Down here in section 1, number 3, it says, the offense of trespass by an illegal alien under this section is a felony, for which the authorized term of imprisonment is life imprisonment, without eligibility for probation, parole, conditional release, or release except by the act of the governor or the natural death of such person. Mississippi, they just introduced slave labor by all the undocumented immigrants, or anyone they deem as undocumented.
I hope I don't get this wrong. I believe it's Mississippi House Bill 1484. The goal is to legalize slavery. The goal was never about sending immigrants back. The goal was to fill for-profit prisons so that these people could be made to work for $1 or $2 an hour. Go look this bill up. It also calls for the creation of like a headhunters group or whatever, a bounty hunters group, to go out and catch these people, to pay good old boys, I'm sure just good Christian, Jesus-loving fellas, to round up brown people.
My name is Martin Alvarado. I'm a bounty hunter by trade. I've been introduced by my agency. I'm from Seattle. Tacoma called me and told me that as the waves go through, this is the first wave. The second and third is when they're going to hire us. The ICE is going to hire us bounty hunters, and they're going to be giving $1,500 to $1,000 per illegal. How are you going to stop us from coming through? Because we don't have to worry about warrants. We don't really have to follow too many of the laws. And if we're going to be deputized by ICE, we can pretty much do anything we want. They're already going over there and creating the squads as we speak now. That's why they called me. So as soon as I get back with my squad in Tacoma, we will be coming down the state. $1,000 per illegal is a pretty good price. Or what you guys are going to do to stop that? Are you going to pay us more?
The goal was never about sending them back anywhere. It was always about putting them in for-profit prisons. This imprisons undocumented people for life. In Mississippi, natural life is what life means. It's not 20 years like it is in some states. It's not 25 or 40 years. They catch an 18-year-old undocumented person, they're going to use him as a slave until he stops being alive. I do not ever want to hear a Christian say anything good about Christianity.
House Bill 1484 in Mississippi doesn't specifically address children. It focuses on allowing certified bounty hunters to apprehend undocumented immigrants. If children are detained under this program, they would face the same severe penalties as adults, including life imprisonment without parole. This raises significant concerns about the treatment of minors within the proposed system.
So 26 Republican governors have signed a letter of support for Trump's mass deportation plans. These are all the governors, pause to read. This is going to lead to racial profiling, families being ripped apart, and also U.S. citizens getting swept up in all of this. One of the governors who signed the letter, Lombardo, said about the plan that details be damned.
This is a critical breaking news update from Missouri turning on Senate Bill 72. This bill aims to change the punishment for those who are quote-unquote trespassing in our state. This bill aims to imprison those who are quote-unquote trespassing in our state for life, the rest of their life. It does not aim to deport them any longer unless the federal government steps in. We know that most states, including Missouri, rely heavily on labor-intensive prison systems. In the state of Missouri, they want to pass legislation that would literally put these people in not proverbial, but literal chains for life.
What were private prison executives saying 2 days after Donald Trump won the presidential election on a campaign platform of mass deportations of undocumented people? Let's listen to them.
We have assured ICE of our capability to rapidly scale up our capabilities to monitor and oversee several hundreds of thousands or even several millions of individuals. The GEO Group was built for this unique moment in our country's history.
We're heading into an era that we really haven't seen maybe only once or twice in the company's history, where the value proposition of the private sector for both our state partners and our federal partners are going to be not only strong today, but even stronger as we go into the next couple of years. And we do think that there's going to be increased need for detention capacity.
My name is Max Schuham. I've been a professional journalist for about 9 years, and I'm currently a staff reporter on the national desk at HuffPost. The audio you just heard came from earnings calls from 2 private prison companies 2 days after Election Day. The companies, GEO Group and CoreCivic, have seen their stock shares spike since the election. That's partially because they're expecting to receive larger contracts from ICE. Here's George Zoli, the founder and executive chair of the board at GEO Group.
We're looking at a theoretical potential doubling of all of our services, whether it's in the detention segment, in the transportation segment, as well as the ISAP program. Well, I think it'll require a kind of a triage of where you put these individuals. I think the higher security people will be in existing, secure facilities. As you descend down into the lower levels, it could result in the need for some soft-sided facilities around the country.
And here's CEO Brian Evans talking about ground and air transportation contracts.
And we believe we have the capability to expand the provision of these services to assist ICE in moving several hundreds of thousands of additional individuals if needed.
Then there's digital and physical surveillance, things like ankle bracelets and cell phone apps for people who are inside the country going to immigration court hearings. Here's GEO Group President and COO Wayne Calabrese.
We expect the incoming Trump administration to take a much more expansive approach to monitoring the several millions of individuals who are currently on the non-detained immigrant docket. We have assured ICE of our capability to rapidly scale up our capabilities to monitor and oversee several hundreds of thousands or even several millions of individuals in order to achieve the federal government's immigration law compliance objectives.
My colleague Roque Planas and I wrote an article recently.
I'm warning you guys right now. These immigration raids are not about deportation. They are about for-profit enslavement, even for just petty offenses. For-profit prisons is where they're going to end up. And you know who is investing a lot of money right now in for-profit prisons? Our senators, our congresspeople, the people voting for the Laken Riley Act.
Kamala Harris is looking real good now, huh? I said Kamala Harris is looking real good now, huh? All you motherfuckers who voted for this man. We sat here, we told you, we warned you, we even put it in your face and tried to fucking remind you.
Y'all wanted to play the fuck around game so goddamn badly. Well, you are fixing to find out very bigly.